Imagine this scene. You're at a social gathering. Suddenly, someone throws a sarcastic comment to put you in an embarrassing situation in front of everyone. All eyes turn to you, and time seems to move slowly. Now, you're expected to respond in a smart way. That lets you come out on top. But the question is, how can you reply quickly without nervousness and make the other person regret trying to embarrass you? In this video, I'll reveal to you the most powerful psychological techniques and clever tactics used by experts in the art of sharp comebacks and quick wit, so you never fall victim to embarrassment again. Stay with me, because what you'll learn today will change the way you deal with awkward situations forever. Observe yourself for a moment. How many times have you been in a group setting and someone made a sarcastic comment about you and everyone laughed, including you, even though your heart was boiling inside? How many times have you received a harsh comment and instead of replying, you swallowed your feelings and told yourself, "It's okay, I'll be the mature one"? How many times have you thought of a clever comeback after the moment had passed and wished you could go back in time just to say it? The painful truth is, every time you didn't stand up for yourself, you failed to protect your self-image. You were offering up a piece of your self-respect for free, not just others' respect for you, but your own self-respect too. And the bigger problem? You might think the solution is to just be kinder, to smile, to act like nothing bothered you. But that's exactly what makes you an easier target. People rarely respect someone who lets them embarrass him without responding. They see him as someone they can mock again. You don't earn people's respect through silence and ignoring alone. You lose yourself in the process. So, what weakens you? Mistake number 1. When someone puts you in an awkward spot and you laugh like nothing happened. They take that as a signal to keep going. You might think that laughing will ease the tension or make you look unbothered. But in reality, you're sending a silent message that this kind of behavior is okay with you. Worse, you reinforce the idea that you won't defend yourself, which makes them more likely to do it again in the future. Mistake number 2. When you rush to explain yourself or defend something that didn't even need defending, you're unintentionally putting yourself in a weak position. Instead of appearing confident, you seem worried about others' opinions, as if you fear being judged negatively. Over-justifying makes the other person feel like their words have power over you, which could encourage them to keep pushing or belittling you. Mistake number 3. In some situations, you might think ignoring is the best move, but complete silence can be taken as weakness or not knowing how to deal with the situation. When you show no reaction at all, the other person might feel they succeeded in embarrassing you, or he may be in control of the conversation, and the lack of a response may give the other person the courage to continue his negative comments or behavior without any restraint. How do you respond intelligently? First, the smart deflection rule. How do you deflect an attack? When someone tries to embarrass you with a personal question or sarcastic remark, the worst thing you can do is get tense and start defending yourself. That kind of response gives them control and encourages them to embarrass you further. The smart solution is to shift the focus back to them so they feel like they're the one being put on the spot. Example, if someone says, "Why are you so quiet? Are you shy?" Instead of hesitating or explaining, calmly reply with confidence, "And why do you talk so much? Do you feel uncomfortable not being the center of attention?" That kind of reply makes the other person pause and think. They might realize they were the one acting inappropriately. When you put them on the defensive, their behavior changes quickly. Second, the mirror response rule, but with intelligence. Sometimes people mock you to feel dominant. Some confront directly, others ignore it. But the most effective solution is to reply in a similar tone, only smarter and calmer. Example, if someone sarcastically says, "Looks like you didn't sleep well last night," confidently reply, and you seem to have spent more time focusing on my face than your own appearance. This kind of reply puts you back in control. It shows self-confidence without aggression. The key is to remain calm because overreacting makes them feel victorious. Third, the power of silence and calculated ignoring. Sometimes the best response is no response at all, but not random silence. It has to be intentional. It makes the other person feel unimportant. If someone says something inappropriate, don't respond too quickly. Take a moment, look at them calmly, smile slightly, then change the subject like nothing happened. This sends a clear message. Your comment isn't even worth a response. Most likely, they'll feel their comments were pointless, and they'll stop trying next time. Fourth, use humor as your secret weapon. Humor is one of the strongest tools when someone tries to embarrass you. Instead of being serious, turn it into a light moment. Example, if someone says, "Why don't you dress better?" Smile and say, "Because I want you to feel like the best dressed person in the room. I don't want to outshine you." That kind of response lightens the mood and shows your confidence. The key is to sound natural and playful, not like you're seeking revenge. Fifth, flip the table. Make them the embarrassed one. Sometimes the best way to respond is to make them feel awkward, not you. Example, if someone says, "Why do you look nervous?" reply with, "Is that what you usually say when you have nothing smart to say?" This kind of comeback makes them uncomfortable and think twice before trying again. The goal isn't to insult, it's to politely put them back in their place. Dealing with someone who tries to embarrass you doesn't require aggression, loud confrontation, or emotional outbursts. In fact, reacting with anger often gives the other person exactly what they wanted: a sense of power, attention, or dominance. True strength lies in emotional control, not in raising your voice. It lies in choosing a response that protects your dignity while sending a clear message that you are not someone to be disrespected. It requires calm, confident, and well-thought-out tactics that put you in control without sacrificing your character. When you master the art of clever responses, you no longer feel trapped or helpless in uncomfortable situations. You become the one who dictates the tone of the interaction, whether it's through smart deflection, witty mirroring, intentional silence, subtle humor, or flipping the conversation back. Each of these methods is a powerful tool. They allow you to hold your ground, disarm your opponent, and most importantly, keep your self-respect intact. You don't need to be harsh to be strong. You don't even need to insult to make a point. What you truly need is presence, poise, and a strategy. Train yourself to stay composed. Use these psychological techniques as tools, not weapons. And over time, you'll notice a major shift. People will start treating you with more respect, caution, and even admiration. Because when you know how to respond with class and confidence, you stop being an easy target and start becoming a powerful presence.